Alright, so here's a quick video on how to change the transmission fluid on a 2014 and up Mitsubishi Outlander V6, the GT. I had previously changed it with this stuff, this Havoline Global Multi-Vehicle, because on the website it says it meets the specs. However, I am getting some weird shifts, almost like it's slipping, so I am now flushing everything out of that and moving over to the factory fill, which is ATFJ3. So it's a pretty simple job. The method I'm showing is the drain and fill method. So you'll get about 3 quarts out, and the vehicle holds about, if I can hold this and get under there, it holds about 8 or 9. So your drain is right here. Real easy to find. Don't even need to jack it up. So you need a 14 millimeter socket, and I've already cracked that loose a little bit. And what you'll do is pull this out, and you'll get about 3 quarts. There we go. And once that drains, let me move up to the engine compartment. Let me wipe my hand off a little bit here. So, right next to the battery, here's your transmission dipstick. So this will also be where you will pull it to check it once you've filled it. So you need a long funnel like that. Stick that in there. And once this drains out, which will take about a minute or two, plug that back up, and you'll put about, I'd say typically for mine I get about 3 quarts and a third, maybe a quarter. So you may want to use a catch pan where you can very exactly see how much is coming out, and that way you know how much to put back in. I was doing that at first, and then now I've just been using the dipstick. So one more thing. So since you're only getting 3 quarts out, you're draining it off the the pan, and then the torque converter still has a whole bunch of fluid still up in it. So what you'll do is you'll want to do this, go drive it, make sure you go through all the gears. I like to just drive it around quite a bit. I give a week or so in between this. So put about 50 miles on it. That's what I do. You don't have to, but I like to make sure it's the old stuff and the new stuff is fully mixed up, and then do this again. And every time you're doing that, you're getting 3 quarts out. So I've done it about 4 times now to get all the, or at least the vast majority of the old fluid out. So I did this. I live in Colorado, so a lot of mountain driving, so it gets more wear than typical. I did this at 40,000, and it was very, very dark when I did it. So I'd say somewhere between 40 and 60,000 for the typical driver, probably when it's necessary. But I would definitely stick with the factory fill stuff based on my experience. Don't use that Havoline stuff. Go to the dealer, get it online, whatever you got to do. It's expensive. It's $20 a quart. But despite the fact that Havoline says it meets the spec, I was getting some slipping that I was not getting before. So now I got to do this. Best of luck. Thanks.